9:43, that's Richard showing his stuff, playing the guitar. And if you are at home right now and you have an inspired musician in your house, well, there's going to be a new school opening up this summer on the West Island called Lambda. And it is going to offer them much more than just music. Angela Chan is the founder and director of the Lambda School of Music and Fine Arts. And she's joined this morning by Wonny, who is a concert pianist and director of the school's Artist in Residence program. I'd like to welcome you both to the show this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Angela, we'll start with you because I read in the notes that this is something that you've been thinking about for the past 15 years.
Yes.
Why did you want to start this school?
Okay, this school was first initially conceptualized between myself and an electronic engineer, Michael Chang, and we've been discussing this in terms of how we can make an interdisciplinary education available to all in the arts, so that when one is developing in the arts, they understand the background about how it's in operation, so that we can somehow update the mode of education and bring relevance of the arts to the 21st century.
All right, so in terms of the course curriculum, then it's not just learning the rudimentary of piano playing or guitar or whatever the instrument of choice, it's also learning the science behind
Correct.
music?
Yes, there's the science behind the arts and the guiding forces of aspects of psychology of how one can implement performance. And besides music, there is dance, theater, graphic arts, and a whole array of enrichment so that students can be exposed to a diversity of education from the very start.
All right, now the teachers that you have teaching at the school come from a high pedigree, that's for sure. And Wonny, you're a concert pianist,
yes.
And when Angela approached you to come and teach and be in charge of the Artist in Residence program, what was your first reaction?
Well, I was thrilled. I mean, I've never done anything of this nature, and it's great for me because I want to give back to Montreal because I'm actually Korean, and if I lived in Korea, I don't think I would became a concert pianist. So in some degrees, it's my way of paying back. And it enables me to work with my fellow artists who I've known for a long time. Jean-Philippe Tremblay is a conductor, and there's a lot of these people that I've worked professionally. And it's great to be part of a school that enables for the next generation to share with that. So.
How do you think you were able to lure such great talent to be teachers in a school that really hasn't proven itself yet, right? The inaugural season is this July. Why do you think you were able to do that?
I think I'm very fortunate that we can assemble a team because based on the premise of the philosophy, everybody believes that there is a very important message that we want to communicate across, is to give to the general community the highest quality of education without a selection process, which in many instances when people are pre-selected, there are aspects of believing that there's a certain level of talent which is not necessarily justified, but we have the common goal of offering something bigger than its existence, and we want to give an interdisciplinary experience to all the people.
So what age group then are you targeting?
Actually, we target for all, from the very beginner, like 3 years old, all the way up to adulthood. But for our summer program, we are aiming for students like from 6 to 13, so that they can work together as a team with a level of camaraderie.
Okay.
But starting from the September program, basically we have no age limits.
No age limits, 3 to 99.
Yeah,
and more.
100.
We've got the website for the school. If you want to inquire more, they are accepting registrations now for the summer program. We'll put up that website for you now. And what do you when you say that there's no pre-selection process, in other words, anyone who has just an interest in music can come to the school, how do you work with a young student who perhaps isn't as necessarily skilled as somebody else?
Right.
How do you still foster and create that love of music?
It's a good question. Actually, I've went through the normal, conventional way of learning of piano and everything, and I had a very lonesome kind of childhood. So I had a teacher who forced me to and I feel that this school is different, where we want to give their first exposure of culture or the arts to be a very positive one. So I think it'll benefit them, even if they're not musicians later on. It will benefit them for their creativity or their appreciation for the arts.
No, it's very true. It's very true, and I mean, it's the exercise for the brain too. I mean, isn't there proof? There's a whole your doctorate is in pedagogy and looking at music education, but that there is proof that by learning a new instrument, just by being involved in music and in the arts and culture, that you know, you're working your brain. You're what am I trying to say? It's good for you. That's what I'm trying to say. It's very good for you.
That's right. There's a certain discipline and the spirit of how one can put one's heart into a certain endeavor,
right,
to bring out the best of human nature, I suppose.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great idea, and we wish you great luck. It starts this summer. In July is the inaugural season, and there's a summer camp, as you said, with a whole new slew of programs starting in September. There's the website again. Register now. It's 8:49. We're going to take a break. We'll be back just after this.